Let's look at a lesson from Siri Kannada grade 5. The name of the lesson is Ottige Baluva Ananda. It's a Janapada Kathe. Janapada Kathe means folk story. Ottige means together, Baluva living, Ananda means joy. So the meaning of this title is joy of living together. We all have heard a proverb, there is strength in unity. So this lesson teaches us the moral of there is strength in unity. I'll explain the story. So there in a farmer's field there was a neem tree, and under that neem tree there was a round stone, and the birds sitting on the tree, the droppings from the bird kept falling on the stone, and the stone looked white. The droppings made the stone look white. It felt like as though the stone was applying vibhuti on its forehead. And because of this, the people thought that the stone is very divine, like a god, and started calling that stone Ammana Kallu. Amma means goddess. Ammana Kallu, they started calling that stone. And since that stone was under the tree, they started calling the tree also as Ammana Mara. So this is how the tree and the stone got the name Ammana Mara, Ammana Kallu, and they lived happily together, and the people also did not disturb or bother the stone and the tree. Now one day this tree thought, because of me, because I am Ammana Mara and this stone is under me, the stone got its name Ammana Kallu. And similarly, the stone also thought, I am Ammana Kallu, and because the tree is there near me, this tree also has got the name Ammana Mara. So both became proud about themselves. They thought the other one has got the name because of them, and they became very proud. So the tree told the stone, I am Ammana Mara, since you are under me, you got the name Ammana Kallu. And the stone said, I am Ammana Kallu, and since I am standing next to you, you got the name Ammana Mara. And they both started to fight. So the stone got angry and it rolled away and went far away from the tree. And it thought, the stone thought, now that I have moved away from the tree, people are going to come and cut the tree. And similarly, the tree thought, this stone has moved away from me, it is not standing under me anymore. So they are going to come and break it. This is how they were thinking. They got proud and they had a fight, and this is how they started thinking about each other. Then one day the farmer came along with his children, and he saw that the stone and the tree were separated. They were not together. So he told his children, get this tree cut tomorrow. The wood we can use to make a wheel and a plow. And get the stone also cut tomorrow, so that we can tie it to our plow and make use of it for our tilling our land. Now the stone and the tree, they started trembling in fear, because they are not going to spare them. And so they were waiting until the farmer and his children move away from there. And the stone is asking the tree, can I come? And immediately it goes rolling and goes and stands under the tree as before. Next day, the woodcutters come and they see that the stone is under the tree, and they feel, oh, the stone has come back, the God has come back. So it is not right on our part to cut the tree, and they go away. And similarly, the people who had to cut the stone, break the stone, they come, they see this, and they also run away. They also go away thinking we should not disturb them. God will get angry with us. And so they were spared. The tree and the stone were spared. The tree wasn't cut or the stone wasn't broken. And after that, they both lived very happily and they became very good friends. So this story teaches us that there is strength in unity. If you are together, then it is not easy to defeat you or win over you. So this is the moral of the story. Now I will read a paragraph, tell the important word meanings, and then I will explain the paragraph. ಒಂದು ಹಳ್ಳಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೈತನೊಬ್ಬನ ಹೊಲ ಇತ್ತು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬೇವಿನ ಮರವಿತ್ತು. ಹೇಗೋ ಏನೋ ಅದರ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಗುಂಡನೆಯ ಕಲ್ಲು ಬಂದು ನಿಂತುಕೊಂಡಿತ್ತು. ಮರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕುಳಿತುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಿದ್ದ ಹಕ್ಕಿಗಳ ಹಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲ್ಲಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿದ್ದು ಬಿದ್ದು ಆ ಕಲ್ಲು ಬೆಳ್ಳಗಾಗಿ ವಿಭೂತಿ ಬಳಿದಂತೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಇದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಆ ಬಿಳಿಯ ಕಲ್ಲು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಕಲ್ಲಿನಂತೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಬೇವಿನ ಮರವನ್ನು ಜನ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಮರ ಎಂದು ಕರೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. ಆ ಕಲ್ಲು ಬೇವಿನ ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗಿದ್ದುದರಿಂದ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಕಲ್ಲು ಎಂಬ ಹೆಸರು ರೂಢಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿತು. ಹೀಗೆ ಒಂದರಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಪಡೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಎರಡೂ ಸುಖವಾಗಿದ್ದವು. ಅಮ್ಮನ ಮರ, ಅಮ್ಮನ ಕಲ್ಲು ಎಂದು ಊರಿನ ಜನಗಳು ಅವುಗಳ ತಂಟೆಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. So let's look at the meanings. Halli means village, ರೈತನೊಬ್ಬ, one farmer, ಹೊಲ field, ಬೇವಿನ ಮರ is neem tree, ಕೆಳಗೆ means below or under, ಗುಂಡನೆಯ ಕಲ್ಲು round stone, ನಿಂತುಕೊಂಡಿತ್ತು stood, ಹಕ್ಕಿಗಳು birds, ಹಿಕ್ಕೆ the droppings from the birds, then ಬೆಳ್ಳಗಾಗಿ white, ಜನ people, ರೂಢಿಗೆ common practice, sukha happy, tante is bother. Then now let us look at this explanation. So there was a village and there was one farmer's field in that village. There was a neem tree in that field, and somehow a round stone had come and stood below the tree. The birds sitting on the tree, the droppings from the birds, it kept falling on that stone, and that stone became white and it looked like it had vibhuti on its forehead. Because of this, for this reason, people thought that this stone is God's stone. Amma means goddess here. So they started naming it as Ammana Kallu, means the stone, goddess stone. And since it was under the tree also got the name Ammana Mara. So this is how people were calling the tree as Ammana Mara and the stone as Ammana Kallu. This became a common practice. People started calling them like that. And the two tree and the stone lived very happily, and the people also weren't going and disturbing them or bothering them. Then let's look at the next paragraph. ಒಂದು ಸಲ ತನ್ನಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸುಖವಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಜಂಬ ಬಂತು. ಬೇವಿನ ಮರ, ನಾನು ಅಮ್ಮನ ಮರ, ನೀನು ನನ್ನ ಕೆಳಗಿರುವುದರಿಂದ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಅಮ್ಮನ ಕಲ್ಲು ಎಂದು ಜನ ಕರೆಯುತ್ತಾರೆ ಎಂದು ಹೇಳಿತು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲ್ಲು, ನಾನು ಅಮ್ಮನ ಕಲ್ಲು, ನನ್ನ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀನಿರುವುದರಿಂದ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಅಮ್ಮನ ಮರ ಎಂದು ಕರೆಯುತ್ತಾರೆ ಎಂದಿತು. ಹೀಗೆ ಎರಡೂ ಜಗಳ ಮಾಡಿದವು. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಕಲ್ಲು ಕೋಪದಿಂದ ಉರುಳಿ ಬೇವಿನ ಮರದಿಂದ ದೂರ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಂತಿತ್ತು. ನಾನಿಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ಮರವನ್ನು ಕಡಿದು ಹಾಕುತ್ತಾರೆ ಎಂದು ಕಲ್ಲು, ನನ್ನ ಕೆಳಗಿರದಿದ್ದರೆ ಕಲ್ಲನ್ನು ಒಡೆದು ಹಾಕುತ್ತಾರೆ ಎಂದು ಮರ. ಹೀಗೆ ಎರಡು ತಮ್ಮೊಳಗೆ ಆಲೋಚಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದವು. Let's look at the meaning now. Jamba means proud. Pakka, ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ, next to. ಜಗಳ, fight. ಕೋಪದಿಂದ, angrily. ಉರುಳಿ, roll. ದೂರ, far. ಕಡಿದು ಹಾಕುತ್ತಾರೆ, they will cut. ಒಡೆದು, break. ಆಲೋಚಿಸು is thought or think. So one time, the tree and the stone, they became proud. The tree thought, because of me the stone has got this name, and the stone thought, because of me the tree has got the name, and they both became very proud. So the tree told to the stone, I am Ammana Mara, and because since you are standing below me, you got the name Ammana Kallu. Now the stone said, I am Ammana Kallu, and since I am next to you, you got the name Ammana Mara. Like this, they both started to fight. Then finally what happened? The stone got very angry and it rolled and went far away from the tree. And then the stone thought, now since I am not there under the tree, The people are going to cut the tree. And then the tree thought, now this stone has moved away from me. Now the people are going to come and break the stone. So this is how they both were thinking in their minds. Then what happened? ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಹೊಲವನ್ನು ಉಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಹಳ್ಳಿಯ ರೈತ ತನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಜೊತೆ ಬಂದನು. ಅಮ್ಮನ ಕಲ್ಲು ಇಲ್ಲದ ಆ ಬೇವಿನ ಮರವನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ನಾಳೆ ಕಡಿಸಿ ನೇಗಿಲು ಚಕ್ರ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ ಎಂದು ತನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ. ಬೇವಿನ ಮರದಿಂದ ದೂರ ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದ ಕಲ್ಲನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಕಲ್ಲನ್ನು ನಾಳೆ ಕಲ್ಲು ಒಡೆಯುವವರಿಂದ ಒಡೆಸಿದರೆ ನೇಗಿಲು ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಉಳಲು ಬರುತ್ತದೆ ಎಂದು ತನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಹೊಲ ಇಸ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಉಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಟಿಲ್ ದ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಜೊತೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್. ನಾಳೆ ಇಸ್ ಟುಮಾರೋ. ಕಡಿಸಿ ಇಸ್ ಕಟ್. ನೇಗಿಲು is plow and chakra is wheel. Okay, then katti is to tie. Okay, so now what happened? The farmer comes along with his children to the field, and then there he sees that they both are separated. There is no stone under the tree. The stone was somewhere else. So he told his children, tomorrow you call the woodcutters and get this tree cut. Then we can make plow and wheel out of it. And he saw that the stone also was fallen down somewhere very far. So he said, get the people to break this stone so that we can tie it to the plow and we can start tilling our field. ಇದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿ ಮರ ಮತ್ತು ಕಲ್ಲು ಎರಡು ಭಯದಿಂದ ನಡುಗಿದವು. ನಾವಿಬ್ಬರು ಒಬ್ಬರಿಂದ ಒಬ್ಬರು ದೂರವಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಜನರು ನಮ್ಮಿಬ್ಬರನ್ನು ನಾಶ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾವಿಬ್ಬರು ಉಳಿಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಎಂಬ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಮರ ಮತ್ತು ಕಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂತು. ರೈತ ಮತ್ತು ರೈತನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅತ್ತ ಹೋಗುವುದನ್ನೇ ಕಾದಿದ್ದು ಕಲ್ಲು ಬರಲಾ ಎಂದು ಬೇವಿನ ಮರವನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿತು. ಮರ ಬೇಗ ಬಾ ಎಂದು ಕಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿತು. ತಾನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದರಿಂದ ಸುಖವಾಗಿರುವುದು ಎಂದು ಈಗ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ತಿಳಿಯಿತು. ಬೇವಿನ ಮರ ಮತ್ತು ಕಲ್ಲು ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರಾದವು. So now what happened? Listening to what the farmer said, the stone and the tree, they started to tremble out of fear. They got so afraid and they started trembling. Then they realized that if we are not together, if we are far away from each other, people are going to destroy us and we are not going to be spared. They understood this, both the tree and the stone. So they were waiting. They were eagerly waiting for the farmer and his children to move out of that place, when immediately the stone asked the tree, can I come? Shall I come? And the tree said immediately, come quickly. And then they realized that only because of each other they are safe. They are spared just because they are together, and because of the other is only because of that reason only they are safe. And the stone rolled and went under the tree and they became friends once again. Then next day, ಮಾರನೆಯ ದಿನ ಮರ ಕಡಿಯುವವರು ಬಂದು ನೋಡಿದರು. ಕಲ್ಲು ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಮೊದಲಿನಂತೆ ನಿಂತಿತ್ತು. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮರ ಮತ್ತು ಕಲ್ಲಿನ ಬಗೆಗೆ ಭಯಭಕ್ತಿ ಉಂಟಾಯಿತು. ಇದು ಅಮ್ಮನ ಮರ, ಕಡಿಯುವುದು ಬೇಡ ಎಂದು ಹೊರಟು ಹೋದರು. ಕಲ್ಲು ಒಡೆಯುವವರು ಬಂದು ಇದು ಅಮ್ಮನ ಕಲ್ಲು, ಒಡೆಯುವುದು ಬೇಡ ಎಂದು ಅವರೂ ಹೊರಟು ಹೋದರು. ಮಾರನೆಯ ದಿನ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ. ಮರ ಕಡಿಯುವವರು ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವುಡ್ ಕಟರ್ಸ್. ಮೊದಲಿನಂತೆ ಆಸ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್. ಭಯಭಕ್ತಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿವೋಷನ್. And ಹೊರಟು ಹೋದರು, went away. So now next day the woodcutters came to cut the tree, and then they saw that the stone was under the tree as before. So they thought, oh, this is God's tree and this is God's stone, we should not do anything. So they get lot of devotion and they are also afraid to destroy or do anything because they are worried that God might punish them. So they leave it. They say, let us not cut this tree, and they go away. And similarly, the people who had to break the stone, they come and they see again that the tree and the stone are together, and they also go away, thinking it is not correct to break the stone, and they also go away. Then ಬೇವಿನ ಮರ ಮತ್ತು ಕಲ್ಲು ಕಂಟಕದಿಂದ ಪಾರಾದವು. ಹೀಗೆ ಎರಡು ಸಹ ಯಾರ ಬಲವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಭಯವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಸುಖವಾಗಿದ್ದವು. So now they escaped the dangerous situation. Nobody cut the tree or nobody broke the stone, and they were living happily without any fear. ಸೊ ಹೀಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಬಾಳಿದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸುಖವಾಗಿ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಲಿವ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಫೈಟಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್, then all of us can live happily. That is the moral of this story.